Hey guys, Tony here, and back to do another recent vinyl editions video. Yes, again, I got a ton of stuff here to show you, and a lot to talk about, so I really need to move it. Luckily, a number of these things arrived today, and I haven't had a chance to listen to them yet, so I don't know, maybe I won't have that much to say, so we'll see. Expecting this hurricane, so I don't know. You know, everybody tends to freak out. I don't know. They're saying it's going to be bad and all that, so I'm just going to hope for the best. All of you in the States, on the East Coast or in the Northeast, be safe, you know. Hopefully this just blows over and it isn't as bad as they say, but I don't know. They get everybody all panicking. So, we'll see. So I'll just get started here. A lot here. So, hopefully, I mean, sit back. It's probably going to be at least like 20-minute video. But I got some cool stuff to show you, and I have a number of shout-outs to make. First, real quick, freebie, Neon Indian. This is it's a free promotional item. It was at the front of the record store. There was a display. I think Record Store Day is the promotional engine behind this. There's a coupon in there, I guess, for a couple of dollars off their newest album. So I haven't heard it. I've only heard the name of the band. I have no idea what they sound like. So I grabbed that. These came in the mail today, or I picked them up today. I ran out earlier. So I'll just show them real quick. I have not listened to any of them. First up, I got The Move, Split Ends. This is a compilation of the band The Move, of course, with Jeff Lane and Roy Wood. This is on United Artists. The cover is not too bad. The record's really nice. The record is actually near mint, and features the song Do Ya, and also California Man, and I believe somebody covered that. Cheap Trick covered that, I believe. But yes, The Move, Split Ends. It was actually recommended to me by the record store owner. There was a Roy Wood album there, and I asked about it, and he said, oh yeah, he was in The Move. I didn't know that, so I grabbed that. Maybe I'll go back for the Roy Wood album. Captain Beefheart. I've been really digging Captain Beefheart, I have to say. I don't want to come off as, you know, some, like, you know, I'm so advanced, I get Trout Mask Replica and all that. I can't say I fully get it, but for the first time, really, I sat down and really listened to the record. It's not something that I ever did before. My exposure to it has been very limited. Certain songs, I flipped through all the tracks online once, and I was just like, but I sat down and really listened to it. I downloaded it from my iPod, and I bought the LP, if you could see that, you know, I showed it. It definitely has some charm to it. It's very interesting, and I think I'm really gonna grow to like it. I mean, as you guys know, I mean, it's a very kind of chaotic. It sounds like it's chaotic, but it's very actually calculated. I mean, there are actual songs there. So yeah, I also have, you know, Safe as Milk. I love that record, so I picked this up. Captain Beefheart, The Spotlight Kid. Haven't listened to it yet, but I believe this is more commercial, more you know, bluesy. Railroad blues, if you will. But yeah, very, very cool. Reissue, of course. Rhino Records put this out, so looking forward to that one. And one that actually one that I've wanted to check out for a while. I think Jeff the Record Man showed this. If I'm not mistaken, perhaps Big Star 1000 has showed this before. Chris Bell, I'm the Cosmos. Now, Chris Bell was in Big Star. And he left after their first two records, I believe, and put this out. So he's not on Big Star Third or Sister Lovers. And I hear this album is phenomenal, so I'm really looking forward to it. 4 Men with Beards reissue. So really excited about this. I'll probably put it on after this video. And one that a lot of people have been showing. I believe I first saw Derek show it. Embryo, Krautrock here. This is Opal, and it's on the Get Back label. So I'm looking forward to that as well. This arrived today in the mail. So I hear some pretty good things about this. I want to get their, the name escapes me right now, but their other one, I can't remember it. But very cool. I'm looking forward to it. Krautrock. Embryo. So I have to give a huge thank you here to Dwayne Lazerrus. Dwayne was kind enough to send me a package. He showed this record in a video. I'd never heard of it, nor had I heard of the band. And you know, he talked about it. I guess it's one of his favorite albums. And I commented, said it looked really interesting, and I'd like to check it out. So he was kind enough to send me a copy. So Dwayne, thank you so much. I really like this record. FM, and this is Black Noise. They're a Canadian band. I believe this was released in 1978. This is on the Visa label, which reminds me of the Passport label, probably like an import label. Very progressive rock. I mean, Dwayne is really into progressive rock, as am I. You know, I've been really getting into, you know, stepping outside of the norm, like Yes and Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Jethro Tull. You know, I've been digging a little deeper. Very, very cool. So thank you so much, Dwayne. This is an excellent record. It really, really is. So check that out. Yeah, FM. And he also sent me a CD, Hawkwind Live. And I listened to one CD so far, and I really like it. Hawkwind's just a fantastic band. So, Dwayne, thank you so much. Really, I so appreciate it. What can I say? I mean, awesome. 2 records here. I gotta be quick. 2 records here by a band. I don't see their records very much, so when I saw these 2, I grabbed them both. I believe their 3rd and their 4th record. This first one here, I believe, is their most successful release. The band is Pentangle, and this is called Basket of Light. And I have not listened to this one yet. Gatefold. I want to say this was released in like 71. I'm not sure. Pentangle, of course, like a folk super group featuring Bert Jansch on there, and yeah, really looking forward to this. Really been getting into the UK folk rock. This one as well. This one I did listen to, and I really enjoyed it. Pentangle's Cruel Sister. So this is their 4th record, and yeah, awesome. Love Bert Jansch. I mean, I have a couple of his records I want to get. I really want to get his debut record, but so yeah, fantastic. I've been reading this book. My friend let me borrow it. It's called A Drink with Shane MacGowan. Shane MacGowan, of course, of the Pogues. So I've been kind of on a little bit of the Pogues kick. I'm not familiar with a ton of their work, but what I do have, I really enjoy. So I picked this up. The Pogues, Should I Fall From Grace with God. It's on Island Records and in mint condition. So really happy about that. The Pogues, of course, I mean, you know, Irish folk, big time. I mean, I almost want to call them a Irish folk punk, you know. They just have that energy, you know. And Shane MacGowan was had a big hand in the UK punk scene for a time, and I really didn't realize that. So, very, very cool. Nice used copy. Another shout out here. Went to a concert with Mike, Bostonian Reggie, and we went to go see Colin Stetson. Now, this show was fantastic. For those of you who don't know Colin Stetson, he's a horn player. He plays saxophone, specifically baritone sax and alto sax, and it's just him. And the sounds this guy creates on his saxophone is just mind-blowing, especially on the baritone sax, but both of them. I guess he's mastered circulatory breathing, so he literally never takes his mouth off the horn. The guy creates sounds. It's like he can create a sound that's like just like guitar feedback. Like you'd swear it was feedback. Other times it sounds like, for lack of anything else here to describe it, like an electric symphony. There's like so much going on, and when you look on stage, it's just one guy playing the horns, and it's unbelievable. This is his record. I've had this. I've showed this before. Colin Stetson, New History Warfare, Volume 2, Judges. This album is absolutely mind-blowing, and he played a lot of this material. Unbelievable. I mean, I guess I didn't realize that it was just him playing and nobody else. He does percussion on the horn. It's fantastic. Vinyliciousness. I know you're into jazz, and some of it, some pretty crazy jazz. I think you would really appreciate this record. At the show, it was a mixture of people my age and younger, indie kids, but also older jazz fans. And yeah, this show was fantastic. So while at the show, Colin Stetson came out after the show, and he manned his merch table and bought a couple things. And this is where I really have to thank Mike, Bostonian Reggie, for he spotted me the money to buy this because I didn't bring enough cash with me. And I'm so happy. So this is Colin Stetson's New History Warfare Volume 1. But this is not the album. It's basically like a 12-inch single. It's 2 tracks from that album, which I believe was only released on CD. I think this is the only thing from Volume 1 released on vinyl. I could be wrong about that, but I have not seen anything. I've looked. I've even looked online for this, and I couldn't find it. I mean, I didn't look that hard, but I looked on eBay, and I believe I looked on Discogs and did not see this. So chances are the show was the only place I would be able to buy this. So thank you, Mike, for doing that. I mean, awesome. And Colin Stetson autographed it for me, which is awesome as well. 2 tracks on here, but 2 tracks from the record and then 2 remixes. One of the remixes is done by Tim Hecker, which is awesome. The tracks are Time is Advancing with Fitful Irregularity and It Fought to Escape. So very cool. So happy about that. And while also at the table, he was selling these CDs. The band is called Transmission Trio. Okay, so this is Colin Stetson and his early band. This came out in 2002. This is like, you can't find this anywhere really. And it's cool. He said he just happened to come across a bunch of them and brought them to sell them. So we were really lucky about that. This is fantastic, just straight up. I guess I'd call it hard bop jazz. I mean, but it's fantastic. From 2002. So very cool. Really happy about that. So let me run through the rest of these as quick as I can. Fantastic stuff, really. Caribou. Now this is my first exposure to this artist. Caribou is the moniker. His name is Dan Snaith, I believe. Snaith. The name of the album is Andorra. I can't remember who showed this. I know somebody in the community showed it, but I think it might have been Big Star. I'm not sure, but a fantastic record. If you like 60s music at all, if you like Sunshine Pop, Psych, I mean, it's on here. It's fantastic. You could tell a lot of work went into this record. Really cool gatefold, beautiful package. It's one of those albums. It just really reminds me of 60s Psych. A lot of different influences, the Beach Boys, Mamas and the Papas. I mean, a fantastic record. Highly recommend this. I have to give another shout out here to Dan in Canada. He showed these albums, and this band was recommended to me a number of times. It's my first time really checking them out. I downloaded one of their albums, and can't remember the name of it, but I picked this one up, Yolo Tengo. This one's called Painful. This album is fantastic. I'm in love with this record, and so happy I got it. It's really kind of like a haunting, kind of beautiful record. It's totally not what I expected. Really well done, and I so enjoyed this. I want to get more of these reissues. I guess these are hard to come by, so them reissuing them is a big deal. So very cool. Painful by Yolo Tengo. And this one too, Dan in Canada showed this, and he recommended it to me. I think he just figured I would like it. I love it. Another album that's fantastic. The band is called Astra, and this is I believe it's their debut. I could be wrong. It's called The Weirding, and if you like prog at all, If you like early King Crimson, this is, I would describe it as early King Crimson, but with a kind of a more modern, harder edge to it. But it's so like progressive rock, synthesizers, and the whole bit. It's fantastic, and I love it. Beautiful package, 2 LP set. The LPs themselves are on a black and blue swirled vinyl. So really, really well done. And this music, this music is fantastic. They recorded it in their garage, and you could tell. But I think that adds the overall feel. That's what I heard. It's like recorded in a garage. It adds to the overall feel. It has a touch kind of like lo-fi, but not. It's you could just tell when you hear it. And awesome record. Highly recommend this one as well, especially if you like, you know, progressive rock. So very, very good. So thank you, Dan. These next few I'll run through quick, but I really don't want to, but I don't have much of a choice. Caravan, For Girls Who Go Plump in the Night. Another fantastic record. Caravan, I mean, Canterbury, Prague, really, really great band. I heard a lot about this album before getting it, and it's fantastic. Not as good as In the Land of Grey and Pink, though, but still fantastic. This is on London Records from 1973. It's in mint condition, like beautiful. I have another Caravan record coming, and hopefully it'll be here soon. Can't wait for it. It's like the steal of the century for me, like what I paid for it, for what it is. But yeah, awesome. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of The Replacements, and I picked this up, again, a steal. The Replacements stink. This is an EP. It's their actual second release. It's on the Twin Tone label. I don't believe this has been reissued, so I'm pretty sure it's an original. These are like hand-stamped covers. Fantastic. I mean, this is The Replacements' early punk hardcore sound. I mean, before they really started incorporating pop and just plain rock into their music. So yeah, so happy to get this. Kids Don't Follow, +7, stink. This came out after Sorry Ma, forgot to take out the trash. This one here, I'm so glad to get. Pink Floyd, The Division Bell. Derek, I know you showed this recently. Of course, Pink Floyd's final studio record. I mean, this wasn't cheap, but I'm super glad I got it. UK pressing, really, really, on blue vinyl. I won't take it out, but mint condition. I mean, it doesn't get more mint than this. And really happy to get this. Of course, it has What Do You Want From Me, Marooned, A Great Day for Freedom, Take It Back, Coming Back to Life, Keep Talking, Lost for Words. Just, I mean, an album, I mean, it's about, the album's theme is like communication, as you could probably decipher from the titles and the album tracks. And I'm so happy to get this. And finally, a big, big shout out to Big Star 1000, who showed this recently in an Obscure Classics video. And I looked for it right after I watched the video, and surprisingly I came across a copy. This was not easy to get. I mean, it was the only copy I came across, and it's a reissue. Moo, and this is their first album. Unbelievable. This is so good. As he said, the guy Jeff Cotton in this band was in Captain Beefheart's Magic Band. He quit and he formed Moo. This album is unbelievable. To me, it sounds like Crosby, Stills, and Nash, but like a more primal psych kind of sound to it. A lot of drums, and there's bonus tracks on here. This is in a Karma reissue on a Karma Records. They did a fantastic job. This was reissued a while ago now, so even this is hard to come by. But this one is in mint condition, beautiful. The cover itself has like this woven kind of textured feel. They did such a great job with this, and I love this record. Absolutely love it. I'm so glad I got it. So thank you so much, Big Star. The one he showed had a different cover, but I'm pretty sure it's the same record. Yeah, it is their first album with bonus tracks. There's an interview at the end where they're talking about UFOs. It sounds like they're on a radio show, but so happy to get this. So there you go, guys. hopefully I wasn't too boring. It's definitely hot in here, so please leave me some comments, and